to hold on to your patience for some more time as we get ready to witness innovation at its finest. We're about to commence a series of startup pitches featuring some of the most promising deep tech startups. These innovators are on the brink of transforming industries with their visionary ideas and cutting-edge technologies. Please be prepared to inspire yourself as they showcase their vision and creativity on stage. So ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready after a tiring day? Yes? Just the first two rows seem to be ready. All of us, I don't hear it from you. Are you ready? Thank you. Please join me in welcoming our first startup on the stage. We have representing Garuda Analytics in the geotech sector. We will have Mr. V.S.S. Kiran, founder and CEO. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause as he would step up to share their innovative ideas. Welcome.
Just play.
How can I help you?
Just increase the sound. You can see the cutting edge like edge processing directly. I have taken the VMRDA, just afternoon we have processed. We have taken 4 kilometer buffer.
Please wait while we are processing your request.
So with a simple voice command, you can extract the water bodies, you can extract the land use, you can extract the build-up, or the farmer wants to understand to predict the crop or predict the crop health. With a simple voice command, they can predict it.
Please wait while we are processing your request.
So with the classify command, we can process it and the data can be saved immediately on your local platform. You can see the data is processed in the different multi-classes. So here we downloading the directly satellite data and processing on the fly and displaying the results. So this is one more where we recently engaging with the Survey of India and entire DST. So this is one more where the crime analysis is happening with a simple drag and drop the entire FIR records. You can see this is the health record data. With the health we can understand that which area the more predictions and more type of the incidents are there. With a simple clicks and commands. Now, I directly jump into the what exactly we do. Can you please play the slide deck? We Garuda Analytics, actually we are here to transform the geospatial AI. What exactly we do? We extract the insights from location data to solve real world problems using location intelligence and artificial intelligence. Can you please go to the next slide? Though we identified the very core problem, even the departments and the senior managements and government organization has the huge data, but they don't want have enable capability to take the decisions. So what we introduced? We introduced to process the satellite, drone, aerial, structured, unstructured, spatial, non-spatial. Any set of the data, terabytes of the data in just 10 seconds. It's a completely AI and cutting edge technology. Go to the next. So what we introduced? We introduced Garuda Analytics Smart Mapping. Garuda Analytics Smart Mapping, which is voice-enabled mapping system. With a simple voice command, you can process the data and take any sort of the decisions like data processing, which you have seen in the video, or if you have a drone data, immediately you can process it and you can extract the information. Whether it's text data, simple drag and drop. Whether it's Excel, CSV, PNG, you name it any formats, the data can be processed with a single platform. That's the capability of the Garuda Analytics Smart Mapping. So what the key USPs with the competitors? We have the first voice recognition platform. We have the SaaS-enabled platform and geospatial AI/ML tool. The machine learning and deep learning tools help you to object detection, image segmentation, and recognitions also. Go to the next slide. So we basically extract insights. What we do? We merge the two technologies. One is location intelligence, another one artificial intelligence. Combinedly, we solve the challenges. Go to the next. So we targeted 3 segments: utilities, urban, and environment. The target market is very high, 14.5 billion in the US. Okay, this is the market report. Go to the next slide. So what we do? These are the couple of use cases downloaded on top of the platform. Tracking the animal movement behavior, human-animal conflicts. You can do it immediately. Where the 12 different type of animals you can detect it. Today model ready with 30 plus different type of the categories and species. Go to the next. We have the road monitoring system. Again, this system also developed on top of the same platform. You get road edges, cracks, potholes, all different 36 different road features can detect it. So contractor can take immediate action where the potholes are there. They have to reach that place and they can fill it. Because navigation also embedded in that. Go to the next slide. This is the entity recognition model. As morning the Ravisankar sir mentioned, terror data can be how we can map. You can see entirely that text data is the terror data. The report is extracted from the different social media reports, and simple, you have to drag and drop to the platform. Platform will generate the insights on top of that. Which area, at what time incidents happening exactly, that you will get it here. Go to the next slide. This is the agriculture use case again. So today we have the platform is ready with the 4 different crops: cabbage, tomato, chili, and paddy. You monitor the crop health, crop growth, and crop yield. What exactly it does? As a farmer, you have to stand onto the farmland and you ask system, Garuda, tell me how much yield exactly getting from this particular crop season. System download the data, sensor data, satellite data, process it, and give you the result just 3 to 5 seconds how much yield you are getting, whether it's a 1 ton, 3 ton, 5 ton. That's the beauty of the platform it is. Go to the next. So we have a key team strength, strong advisory committee from ISRO and defense also, as we are working with the defense. Go to the next. And this is our achievements. We have bagged large orders. We have our own AP, and this is the Make in India, complete indigenous product. We have 45 pledges for 45 clients. In just last 1 year we bid it. Go to the next. So this is the tractions, 45 clients, name it the large agencies, MNCs, corporates, government, defense, everyone is already onboarded. Platform is tested 200 plus users. Go to the next. So this is the achievements. So DPIT is sending twice, one time in the Europe to expand the local to global business. Another time they are sending us to Malaysia also, expanding the business. So today, apart from the India, we have 11 states presence in India, where we are serving our customers, and also global we have 2 states. Go to the next. So with that, I'm just open for the question and answer. Thank you so much.
How long it took you to get the first order?
So we started during the pandemic, okay, and 21 we incorporated the company, and the first model come into the 22nd May, and 22nd August we launched the pilot proof of concept, and 23rd January we launched our MVP, and we onboarding starting the customers of 23rd August, and today we have 45 plus customers and 200 plus users. We have a complete bootstrapped. We got the couple of grants and funds. Recently is the due diligence process going on, but all are the government grants. We targeted the challenges because these are the solutions. We won the challenges, geospatial hackathon, forest hackathon, multiple hackathons, and we embed all the solution. We created the platform. So we generate our own money with our customers. So I believe the customers is the investors, the direct investors. But also now we are actually raising the money to scale up the product. And we have actually planning to raise the money around 5 millions. The target to raise the investment by August. So that scale up this product. So take to 200 users to 1 million users. The target is that. And by 2030, we have to be planned to the listed into the IPOs. That's the complete roadmap we have planned. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. VSS Kiran. Let's cue the excitement as we welcome our next startup to the spotlight. Introducing Vedala Medical Vision, specializing in biotech sector. Please give a round of applause for Dr. Vedala Ramakrishna, Managing Director, as he joins us on stage.
Hello, distinguished luminaries and dignitaries. I am Dr. Vedala Ramakrishna. I am a doctor. I am a cardiometabolic diseases preventive physician and also a medical researcher. I have been in the medical fraternity since the last 15 years, and till today I have got decent exposure in different domains of medicine and also into medical research. Myself and my father, we both are into medical research and been involved actively in a project called as Project Biogen Heart. It involves making a miniature heart of around 6 millimeters in size, which when deployed in the human body will eradicate free radicals. For this project, we have been doing research in the past 9 years, and finally we have found a breakthrough And hopefully, if this project comes out successfully, people will not have any problems pertaining to senile aging or diabetes, or for the factor all cardiometabolic disorders. So in this one, IMTZ is our partner with 3% equity. So other factors my father will explain. Just a second.
Good evening. So since morning everybody is enjoying about artificial intelligence and ChatGPT. So now I will like to give up a small lecture of our miniature biogen heart. So this is first of its kind in the world where a small miniature heart will be done with our autologous stem cells. I think you have seen so many countries like Israel and US, they are making about a heart of different sizes. But ours is very small miniature heart of more just about 4 to 8 mm. And this main motto and function is to remove the free radicals. It is not any contemporary to the major heart. It's just a main photo. Decision is to remove the only free radicals. Because free radicals are the culprits of all sort of disorders, starting from diabetes to metabolic disorders to cancer also. Everybody knows it. And so many countries, they are making about antioxidants. But my miniature heart with the central perfusion makes to remove the free radicals. So this concept has made to produce about, cardiac bioink. This is also first of its kind in the world where we are making. I can say very proudly that India also nobody has made it about cardiac bioink, and we are just about 8 months away from that making about bioink. Hopefully we are starting on the first week of March at Andhra Pradesh Medical Tech Zone with the help of Dr. Jiten Sharma ji of AMTZ. He is so kind enough to give about all the privileges, starting from giving about all the equipments, starting from flow cytometer bioprinter. And we're starting about first week or second week of March. And this is about our company, Vedal Medical Vision Private Limited. And after completion of the heart, we are going to make about other organ related to neurological things, and also about renal system also. And this is first of its kind, I can say. Any doubts, if anything, questions, they will put it for me. Knows about cardiac bioink is very highly saleable across the global area, from US to Israel and the UK. There at the rate of almost 10 crores, they are selling about 1 liter of a cardiac bioink, which is very highly saleable for about R&D projects, especially related to organoids and other things of the cardiac. And we are ready to make at least 5 liters in a month very easily. That is our concept, and we're identifying about the best scientists of our project very shortly. And approximately 180 million patients in India years above, they are reaching about percent patient looking about clients. And with this about miniature heart, we can remove the all sort of disorders. That is our main motto, because be Indian, buy Indian, our main motto. And we should be proud that India can make anything when compared to Western countries or any other place. This is the thing. And I request all the cooperation I needed from all the persons of the podium. We can give a loud applause for us that India can make it. That is the thing. And I request if anybody of these dignitaries who are sitting here can put a small question to me so that I'll appreciate, and I'm thankful for everybody. Please carry on.
Sir, just want to understand, did you mention that aging is also possible?
Yeah, definitely. Because though it is actually what happened, free radicals are the culprits of aging. A person is staying at somewhere about Kashmir or Himachal Pradesh. At the age of 70 years, he looks like 40 years. And a person who is staying at a Delhi or something, a person of 30 years looks sometimes around 50 or 60 years. It is only due to accumulation of free radicals. Because the free radicals, as I told about it, it is a culprits. So you are using anti-aging creams and antioxidant starting from vitamin C to zinc, selenium. So my gadget, what is called as a biogen heart, it with the help of centrifugal system, it removes all the free radicals. And not only 0.01%, it will remove more than 50 to 60%. Very boldly I can say that once I started this project, with this removal of free radicals, so you can divide of all sort of disorders, starting from anti-aging to any other disorders.
So how much time will it take for only for research purpose?
As it is at early stage, I can't say that how much time it takes time, but we can easily say that it removes it, that's all. But I can't say that exact time of duration because as a prototype. So once it is started, I can say how much time it takes.
Any other questions, please?
Yeah, one half, it's not question. I've been mentoring lot of students.
Right, after they attend these kind of conferences, again, the moment they get inspired, immediately they go back to home. The immediate reaction would be, my father said no. He said it is not possible. This is the only startup which I have seen. 3 of them are co-founders. Give them a big hand, please. Thank you so much. Especially in Andhra, this is the problem. I think you solved that problem. I think this is going to be more successful.
I can understand. Thanks for your this helping information.
Yeah, please.
To you, sir, especially on the biomedical front, can you please explain how your product will get impregnated into the human's body and whatever that telling that
The place where our Biogen heart is being implanted is confidential. Right now, we cannot display or project it.
No, I'm not talking about your product development.
Yeah.
Once it is cleared off, how will that be impregnated into the human body?
Exactly.
So
sir.
that how
it's a outpatient procedure, but
Okay.
the place where it is being deployed is
Okay.
Confidential, and we cannot display it right now. But when the entire patent and other versions are done, we can display it outside.
Okay, my heartfelt congratulations, sir. It's a very good attempt, especially the first biomedical development which I have seen recently.
Thank you so much.
And also being from you from a pure medical background, so may know who is in your development with regard to the electronics part of it, because a lot of continuous monitoring is required with regard to this signaling and all.
Right.
So
There's a lot of things we have to find the vector physics and mechanisms, and also the each and every semantics of heart and ECG and all the cardiac monitorings. And subsequently, we have to deploy on over more than 100 patients and see how best the Biogen heart is there to remove the free radicals, and where are we standing if we compare with other countries. Because as of this, our project, even many countries are doing bionic ear, biopancreas, biospleen, and there is a time where we can also do bioneutrons and also bio brain also. But the time will come. But right now we are in a poised stage where we can actually make a miniature heart.
Sir, a small input for your development.
Sure.
You may use for a 3D animation.
Yeah.
So that, as you said,
For academic purpose, we can do, sir.
No, not academic. For your, as you said, it's a confidential information.
Yeah, actually we are supposed to do it because the time is short and display is not about this platform. We have to use the about in future, definitely.
Yeah, in
Except
animation.
about 3D animation.
Yes, sir.
And in fact, we can display it also in my other gadget. I got about animation also. We done it for you.
Yeah, it's nice, sir. Very nice innovation to see from both father and son in the same profession, and also a family in the same startup, sir.
Fortunately, what happened now, this concept has my grandfather. He's also a doctor. He's a, what we can call as a Hakim. He's a personal physician to Nizam. So somewhere about 2 years back. And he has got about, Nadi Vaidya. So from that onwards, my father is also a doctor, he is a radiologist, he is no more, but he is a principal of Usmania Medical College, Dr. Veda Lakshmita. From that onwards, we got about habit of doing some sort of research. I am around 72. I have done cardiac biomarkers. I was working at NIMS Hospital as one of the director, somewhere about 1987. And I invented about cardiac stent also there when I was working at NIMS. So fortunately, just we are doing with the help of so many persons, well-wishers and all things. That is there.
Nice, sir. Yeah, very good inspiration from both father and son, sir.
Thank you so kind of all of you. And thanks for Mr. Anandji giving about small for me, giving a small lecture for me. Thank you, Mr. Anand.
Thank you, Anand.
Thank you, team Vedala Medical Vision. Next up, we have another visionary startup ready to showcase their brilliance. Please welcome Digital Fortress Private Limited, pioneers in cybersecurity. And to present the pitch, may we invite C.B. Chakravarti, founder, and Sethu Ramam, co-founder sorry, I have two names. Okay. Let's welcome them with a huge round of applause.
So currently we are experiencing everywhere digitalization, right? So you take any system, the basic, irrespective of any domain. So the basic thing is the authentication, a user's identity, right? So, and again, every week Google is sending you an alert stating that there is a compromised password in any of your account. You got an alert in your Chrome, and there are a lot of breaches related information has been circulated, right? So the reason behind these things is, so you are using a password, and we have the systems which is getting increased day by day, and remembering the password for each and every system is very hard. So what could be the alternate solution? Because nowadays, again, in the history, we have witnessed a lot of cyber attacks, and a lot of spying activities happened in top technical offices as well, right? So a DRDO scientist got into honey trap by a Pakistani agent. So how it is happening, all these things? Because since he uses a whole so-called top security thing, right? So the major thing lies with what you know, right? So again, the passwords are completely a danger to the current authentication system, right? So because almost all the systems, what we are talking, even if you take the last use case, right? So these are all critical systems. So what happens if any of your authentication system got compromised? So with this introduction, I would like to introduce our solution called mAuthn, a complete passwordless authentication, where it comes like a application as an app. So where you can authenticate using your own biometric to log into any of your system. So we have a complete open SDK in different platforms where you can integrate these SDKs to any of your system, and the entire request comes to the app, and it is full responsibility to authorize the request using your own biometric. And the system works in two ways. So one is in online, another one is in offline. So we completely monitor a device, we attest the device, and the attestation of a device also lies on fingerprint, as well as if you are an iPhone user, it's a Face ID. And we also have an additional layer of security which completely works in offline called physical security key. So that completely works in offline. So let us assume even if your admin is compromised, and if your password goes out also, no one can able to access your account. And we are the first one who is going to provide you a globally a passwordless authentication system with multi-factor for IoT devices. And we got award in FIDO Alliance, Fast Identity Online, in Samsung R&D, and Cloud Security Summit, which happened in December for the particular product called mAuthn. So I'll go through with a short demo where I just show you how a minimal ESP8266, a node MCU, gets authenticated using our own solution. And this is our team. So myself, founder of the company, and this is my co-founder, and the co-founder and CTO is missing. Aditya Mitra and Muthu Venkateshan is not available. And this is a short demonstration for our solution. So this is a node MCU, and this is basically a very minimal device widely adapted and used by any of your IoT kit. So for again, for connectivity, I connected this with a LED indicator, and I had a keypad attached to it and battery backed. And the LED indicator clearly indicates that the request and it is waiting for the connection. And upon authentication, you can able to see how the device accepts the particular user for logging in. And we also use a geographical location, and we strongly monitor a geographical location, which means, so suppose if you want to authorize a particular user who is only subjected to that particular location, you can restrict them. You can create a geofence and you can restrict them. So, and again, with which, suppose, let us assume you have 10 different assets, and you have 10 different AD in your company, let us assume. And on one of the employee who is a critical resource, who knows or who maintains the admin of one of your AD got switched to other company. And or sometimes during any mischief, you are firing them. And you don't need to worry about any of the things. You can remotely sit somewhere and you can just restrict any of your asset completely. 100% secure. So, I'll just go for a demonstration. So this is a Node MCU, and again you can able to see the battery gets connected, LED and keypad. So since it's a Node MCU, it does not have a GUI interface. So I'm just turning it on, and yeah, you can able to see the LED blink, which states that it is waiting for a connection. You can go to the Mauthon app. So there are IoT services. So here we have a granular thing. You can use a QR code. You can attach a camera module and you can scan it, or else you can enter the ID of the particular device. So it is waiting for authentication. So now if you look at here, you can able to see the request came and you can authenticate. So authentication module goes with your own biometric. So biometric cannot be forged. So he's my co-founder Aditya Mitra. So other one goes with device attestation. So only authorized device can able to access the particular protocol. So since it's Android, it's fingerprint. If you are using an iPhone, you can use your Face ID. So it's done. And we completely track the location, IP address and everything, and you can apply your ACL based on your IP address, MAC, and you can completely go with a granular level of dissection for your role. We completely use Azure for managing the entire role-based access control and attribute-based access control, and this is our simple solution. And with this, I am just winding up. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you. Sir, the thing is, when it comes for a scale where you have deployed, so all it needs is just a network. That's it. That's the reason for showing the efficacy of our product. I just took a very minimal module, which is a very basic module, Node MCU. So if it can work with Node MCU on a proper network, all you need is just a network. So you create a wireless network. It does not need internet also. If you want to have a remote access to it, make it internet. That's it.
And the second question is, like, so do you foresee, for example, e-voting, or like using it for removing the EVMs and having online voting systems or those kind of things?
So the thing is, now we are working on OS level hardening. So wherever the compliance comes, secure boot or TPM related compliance, so everything we are going to update with our own custom operating system. So that's what the thing. Yeah, thank you. So any other question? I can. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, C.B. Chakravarti and Sethu Ramam. Let's keep the momentum going as we introduce our fourth startup of the day. Put your hands together for CARE Health Tech Services in the rural tech sector. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Chandramouli Samatham, founder and CEO, to the stage.
Hi, good evening everyone. My name is Chandramouli. So I'll keep it very short. What we are trying to do in the rural areas is to bring in the specialist healthcare, right? So as we all know, much of the healthcare inventions, discovery, everything happens for urban areas only. But predominantly like 68% of the population, they live in rural areas. Our attempt is to bring in the specialist healthcare. So even today, if you see in the urban areas, most of the city hospitals are filled with the people coming from very faraway locations, right? So can you go to the next slide, please? So this is a problem statement which I don't want to emphasize on. We all understand India very well, so we know where the gaps are. Government is doing a lot, but I still believe there is a lot of opportunity for everyone, right? Can you go to the next slide? So what we are trying to build is, we started with the concept of bringing telemedicine in the rural areas. Now we have come to a level where we have matured enough to bring in the model of phygital clinic, we call it, where there is a primary doctor, and this is a real clinic which is currently operating in Kerala. So where you can see there is a primary doctor sitting, and all the specialist consultations are done through telemedicine, right? And as you know, just the telemedicine, just the consultation will not be sufficient. So we have also partnered with industry leaders like Abbott. We are also planning to partner with Philips and other prominent partners to bring in the diagnostics into the system. So basically this digital clinic will have at least the consulting capability of primary specialist consultation and the diagnostics, which we are focusing at least 60 to 70% of it can be achieved right at this clinic, right? So there is no challenges with traveling and other reasons. And apart from that, we are also trying to work with different partners as part of this concept. Can you go to the next slide? So our application is very simple, and I think the simplicity is actually on the ease of access to most of the specialist doctors. So as you know, most of the specialist doctors cannot offer you more than 5 minutes of your time, right, of their time. So we made it very simple so that they can give their time on the call, only focused on the patient, not on the other aspects of collecting data, understanding vitals and all. So that is all taken care by the application. So we made it simple, and even the onboarding of a health worker is very, very simple on this platform. Go to the next slide. So these are some of the dashboards, the data which is retrieved once the consultation happens. Next please. So one of the other major milestone is we are also part of ABDM. So ideally means every patient who comes to our clinic will be able to create their health ID. We can link their digital records with their health ID and so on, so that they can also avail benefits from the government. Next slide. On the technology front, this is something we are building. So we've already achieved a state where we have built in heart rate. So this is basically through RPPG technology, where with the video you'll be able to identify some of these factors, right, like heart rate variability, respiratory rate, SpO2 and so on. So we are on the final vital. BP is still going on, but what you see on the right hand side are the actual data captured from our app and our system. So all these is actually a functioning app. So we are still working on it. Hopefully BP will be ready by the end of February, and then we'll start doing trials on the ground, right? And the idea is to again simplify the entire concept for specialist doctors, right? So they don't have to spend time, and this will be kind of augmented to the existing solution itself. Next. So this is a huge opportunity. So again, so go to the next slide. So these are some of the key players. So you probably have known, seen like CureBay and few other players. So that actually proves that there is a huge opportunity. Like for example, CureBay has opened up close to 100 centers in Odisha, right? And they are expanding. Similarly, other players are there. Ingenuity, obviously everybody knows. But I think there's a lot more opportunity for everybody to grow in these rural areas. Continue. So this is a small team of ours. And we are also part of Pulse 63. This is an accelerator based out of Philippines. We are also building our digital model there. This Pulse 63 accelerator is actually building as our model there. We are already opening up around 25 clinics in the coming quarter, right? Can you continue? So these are, I would say, experts. One of them is being Mr. TK Nair. He is the former principal secretary. So with his guidance and support, we started our clinics in Kerala. So we have 2 right now. We are expanding to another 4 clinics by end of February, probably early March. We will have 4 more clinics opening up. And some of them, you'll not believe, are planned to open in a temple. So we are opening in temples as well. So one Padmanabha Swami temple can be one as well. So yeah, continue. So these are the just some of the details about it. Continue. So we have also, like right now, we work on 2 different models. One is a CSR model where we offer our platform and our diagnostics services to the foundation. So they pay us for that. The other is a revenue generating model, which we are also piloting that in this month. So ideally that basically is a model where it's a sustainable model where we will be charging patients like 60 rupees for primary consultations, 150 rupees for specialist consultations. So we have built the entire unit economics around that, and maybe sometime whenever you want to have a look at it, you can go through that. Continue. Yeah, so there's a detailed unit economics and how we are going to make revenue how we can become sustainable. So you can set up a clinic like this in just a mere of 6 lakhs, right? So that's a kind of investment you need to start a clinic. Continue. So the other major projects we are doing is we are actually working with very large pharma companies in enabling their, basically we are helping them where they cannot penetrate with their MR model. MR is medical representatives, as you know, right? So we are helping them with this, with our platform. So we are signing very large deals with them, year-long projects with some of the biggest pharma companies. And some of the other pilots are going on Philippines, Kenya, and so on. Continue. Yeah, that's it. And these are some of the awards and recognitions we got. So that's all I had, and I'm open to any questions you have.
Congratulations. So as I see, like there are, apart from the telemedicine aspect, you have innovated in the domain of diagnostics and getting the basic parameters to the. So, like from a perspective of guiding students who are building projects and all that, so one of the challenges that is collecting quality data for that. Like, so how do you plan, or how do you suggest people should go ahead and collect data like this? So you have a video, and from video you are determining all these parameters.
Okay.
So how do you collect it and validate it data, and how much data you use?
Correct. So right now, as I said, that video, the technology, that is still in progress. But the actual process is in this particular clinic. So there is a doctor, there is a nurse. So the nurse will actually take all the vitals, right, in using a typical or traditional devices. Now, once we bring in our technology, so we want to compare it and make sure the cross check with both the traditional method and also our model.
But nurse is not taking the video, right? You have to have both the video and the vitals at the same time to get the data validated.
No, so it is basically the interaction between the doctor and the specialist. So when that interaction happens, that is when it is reading the face, and then it is collecting the data and it is displaying on the screen itself for the specialist doctor also. So when that is retrieved, so already the traditional method the nurse would have collected beforehand, before the call, right? So there they will be comparing it, and we will be identifying if there are any gaps, we will try and improve it. So that is how we want to kind of make sure it is qualitative. Yeah, thank you so much.
Now, for our final startup presentation, we have Torian Surgical Private Limited, innovators in robotics sector. Ladies and gentlemen, let's show our appreciation for Dr. Rahul Kumar, CEO and co-founder.
To present in this August gathering, thank you for organizing such a great event. I think something is being messed up there for the presentation. Yeah, I think PPT. So, Torian Surgical. Robot-assisted 3D deep vision for surgical visualization, and since the last presentation I won't take much, few minutes, okay? Yeah. So just a brief introduction about myself. Who am I? So I'm an ENT and head and neck surgeon from Osmania Medical College, passed with the gold medal, and did my COVID and post-COVID duties, operated hundreds of 100 plus patients who suffered from black fungus. Was awarded COVID Warrior Award, and then was I built a respiratory device, AI-based high flow nasal oxygen device, for which I was awarded a Nidhi Prayas grant, and I have several publications and patents in medical devices, and also I have a history of working as an AI consultant for a few US companies, and experience in robotics as well. So I have left my practice, and I'm working full-time as a CEO and founder of my company, Torian Surgical, because I feel there is this big need that needs to be filled in. There's a big vacuum in India, especially for medical devices. We are importing 80% of medical devices, and I think it's high time that we start manufacturing medical devices ourselves and not being dependent on other countries, because either the cost is too high or this vacuum is being filled up by cheap Chinese and other Korean products. Either we stand up now or it's going to be never. So if you look at the problem, see what's happening. We are going on an exponentially high rate of cancer growth. Several patients, several Indians are going to suffer from cancer, millions of them. And if you see the number of backlog cases that are there, there are barely enough surgeons to operate on the patients. That is leading to escalating healthcare costs. the rate of cancer surgery is exponentially increasing to several lakhs per surgery. 14 lakh, 15 lakh, 20 lakh. And I'm sure you must be having personal experiences as well when you go to hospitals. So it's a $40 billion problem, surgical visualization and ergonomics. So what are we doing about it? So let us look at why it's happening. Yeah, if you look at the two key technologies that surgeons use to operate on patients, one is an endoscope and the other is a microscope. Endoscope, we are basically going into the patient's body and visualizing inside patient's body cavities, like the stomach and nose and brain, etc. Whereas for a microscope, it is used for operating on patients on the outer surface of the patient's body. Say ENT is most commonly used, ophthalmology for cataract surgery, okay, and head and neck surgeries for cancers. So if you look at the ergonomics, the surgeon has to operate only from one hand and hold the endoscope with the other hand. It's a very difficult thing to do, standing there whole day, 8 hours to 10 hours, and holding these two instruments and continuously operating. It's humanly impossible. It leads to severe cervical spondylosis and several musculoskeletal disorders for surgeons, because of which they retire early. And second is the microscopic based surgery. You can see the neck bending the surgeon is doing. It's severe. It leads to severe cervical spondylosis. Has to look into the eyepiece for a prolonged period of time. Leads to severe eye pain, blurring vision. So these technologies have not changed from past several decades. They're the same. What new innovation is happening? Nothing much. There are some companies who have some technologies have been built in other part of the developed countries. But when we try to buy them, they're like 6 crore rupees, 8 crore rupees. This big number, and we can't actually afford that. 99%, we can't afford that. So what can be done? So yeah. So one question I would like to ask you is, why was Chandrayaan 3 successful versus Chandrayaan 2? And full disclosure, we have nothing to do with ISRO. ISRO has nothing to do with us. This is just an inspiration slide from them as to why Chandrayaan 3 is better than Chandrayaan 2. I hope you all must be having your own answers, but let me answer that for you right now. Answer is data. When compared to Chandrayaan 2, Chandrayaan 3 had several hardware that could capture data. Several cameras, several sensors. So much data was being captured in real time. It was being processed also. That too not just on the Earth, but somewhere on the on the moon. And it was doing automatic data analysis, automatic algorithms. Chandrayaan 2 was success-based model, whereas Chandrayaan 3 was failure mode effect analysis model, FMEA based. Several scenarios were built where it could fail. So much of data processing was done. It's heavily intensive on data, and that is what was the reason for success. So what are we doing? We are taking inspiration from ISRO. In what way? We are building the equivalent of Chandrayaan 3, but for surgical visualization. Why? In what way? So ability to capture a whole suite of data, not just RGB data or visual data, but different wavelengths. Number one. Second is do real-time processing for all that data. In a way, we are presenting that data to the surgeon, where he can now see all this so much of data and then understand where is a tumor, where is a cancerous tissue, how is it differentiating, where is a normal tissue, where is a cancer tissue. Now he will be able to see that tumor tissue much better way. Instead of fighting around in that small narrow cavity, he gets to see it much better. If he is able to see better, he will operate better. If he is able to operate better, then who is the one who is going to benefit? It's the patient that's going to benefit. The operating cost will be less. In a day, that patient can go to his work as early as possible. He doesn't have to stay in the hospital several days, and hospitals are also happy. More number of surgeries in a day, more amount of revenue. Surgeon is also happy because he doesn't have to struggle. So what we did, we built a robot-assisted endoscope positioning system initially. And if you can see, we built a robotic arm from scratch and built an endoscope, a flexible endoscope, and we were able to perform a two-handed ENT surgery on a human cadaver. It's a dead body, elderly female cadaver, and we completed human cadaver dissection using our robotic arm. This is the first of its kind in India that has been built. It's a completely flexible endoscope, and it's completely automated. And I don't know if that video will play. Can you click on that video? No, back slide. Just click on that that video is a robot assisted AI path planning of trajectory. You're able to scroll and we've built a robot that can automatically go into patient's nose and show us where the doctor has to operate. Basically, completely AI based automated trajectory system. And second, we built a surgical microscope. And surgical microscope, this microscope is basically in a way that is like, think of a CCTV camera that is trying to visualize the surgical site from top down. Surgeon doesn't have to now see into a micro eyepieces. He cannot directly see a full 4K 555-inch monitor, 4K monitor, and see and do the surgery. Whereas this camera with whole sorts of different sensors and different wavelength being captured, all are being captured and presented on the monitor. So this robotic system is completely ergonomic. Surgeon can stand upright, no more cervical pain. He can happily do surgery in 3D and can operate the robotic arm with the foot pedal. This we've built, and on top of that, the robot will follow the surgeon wherever he is operating by doing a real-time 3D hand pose estimation of the surgeon. This is the first of its kind in India that we've been doing this. Here's another comparison of what a normal visual camera of existing surgical microscopes capture. That is how a surgeon actually sees. Red color, everything is red, filled in blood. But our product will capture something like that with near-infrared and fluoroscopic-based visualization. Surgeon can pinpoint where the actual area of surgery needs to be done. So he's very crystal clear where he has to operate. He doesn't have to fight with that tissue anymore. So he's happily doing his surgery, and also on top of that, a lot of reconstruction, a lot of segmentation, a lot of AI-based analysis in real time with 3D depth reconstruction. So many whole suites of modern AI-based depth data estimation and analysis. So what are we doing that? Several cameras, again like going Chandrayaan 3 model, capture all type of data, and then use that for helping the surgeon to do informed decisions. That is what impacts on the surgery success. So same, it's a working prototype. What we've built is a model, and our product improves the access. We are able to access. The second is outcome of the surgery. Third is reduces cost of the surgical visualization platform completely. Our platform costs how much? Not more than 30 to 40 lakh rupees. Nothing more than that. Existing competitor products cost something beyond crores of rupees. Ours is very cost effective. And it's a very pain-free experience for the patient as well. So better surgery, faster recovery, early discharge from hospitals. This is our platform is cost effective, and its technology is miles ahead compared to the existing competition in the market. And we have modern technologies inbuilt like robotics and navigation, AI. There is a whole next paradigm of we are trying to bring in mixed reality and augmented reality in this. So these are diverse partnership landscapes where we have partnered with research partners, clinical partners, technology partners, and we have we have investors who have been kind enough, who have been supporting us and helping us in this journey. And so this is a business model where we are trying to generate revenue by, one is a platform sale and other is a revenue from recurring revenue, that is from per surgery. So we don't want to charge the hospital a bulk amount of money. The hospital now has the option to pay only say 500 rupees per surgery. That's it. And they are able to do robotic surgeries with the help of a platform and reduce the cost of each surgery drastically. And this is a global market outlook. When you look at number of surgeries being done, we have several millions of surgeries being done every year. Even in India, we do 1 crore cataract surgeries every year. So the market is very huge. I want more players to come in this market, more people to take it seriously, more people to come here in this ecosystem and join us so that we can create this future of AI and deep tech, especially for surgical visualization that will actually impact in real life. And this is Taurine Surgical in the news and media. And thank you so much for listening to me. Any questions?
Surgery.
Yeah, wonderful question, sir. So sometimes the hospital don't want us to monitor number of surgeries.
It's an IT problem for them.
Yeah, for them. It's a data problem for the hospital because they have to send the numbers to the government and all that. It's a tricky situation.
Yeah, you are building both the hardware and software as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Both hardware and software. What we want to do is build a really robust hardware, like the ones you see, like iPhone or Apple Vision Pro, something like that. We are trying to invest heavily in hardware, and we want to make it open for all the marketplace kind of, for all the software applications where you can develop different type of applications, where we bring in different software players to come in and integrate with our platform as an API. System where they can create applications, and our platform basically is like a hardware marketplace where you can create multiple software applications, and we can have this kind of ecosystem in India that can go on.
This is a kind of technology question. Like, see, when you are doing that path planning, it varies from one person to another person.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So, is it something like it's automated, or kind of someone has to go and code it? Because my head and my friends' shape can be different.
Yeah.
So,
100%.
fitting to that particular one, how are you doing? Number one. Number two, how this gesture control that you are actually trying to do can give the feedback to the system which actually going to take. So, these are some technology questions.
I am very happy to answer. Yeah. So, first question is, first question I forgot. What happens is in robotics there is something called trajectories, path optimization, open motion planning libraries are there. Say for example, one platform is Move It Studio has been launched. So there are many new robust operating systems, plug and play solutions these days, where what we can do is something called waypoint that can be created in 3D space, 3D Cartesian coordinate systems. What we can do is create something called waypoints. And for a surgeon, when he's operating, we can calculate these trajectories and then create a database of how is he actually using those trajectories. And then this data will be then trained, and then the AI algorithm will estimate how is he mostly going to use it. And at the same time, it will be integrated with the patient's CT scan and MRI scan. So that it does not actually injure any part and be safe. So think of it as a real-time V-SLAM or visual SLAM. That is one, yeah. So that is and second question is real-time hand pose estimation and stuff. So we are working on that as to how much it has to move and how much it should not move. That's a tricky thing. Sometimes surgeon doesn't want the robot to move. So it's like, their wish, they just push a button and it will not move. You want it to move and push another button. How much you want to move, increase the slider. So, yeah, that is where AI is helping us. Where they can use AI-based gesture control systems. There's so much that we've built, we are not showing here, sorry, where they can directly control gestures, zoom, camera, focus, everything, they can control with the help of gestures. Nowadays it's become much more easier, in fact.
Maybe just a comment. So generally, the way systems are actually going towards, okay, I'm just trying to do it small. So I'm just moving my hands, the camera is capturing. Okay, I train my AI model, okay, which is nothing but my brain, how it is actually. So they're actually keeping it the same thing in that robot.
Yeah.
Okay, it's something like it's not necessary for the human to be there. And maybe somewhere in California, standing there, I can just actually do my data. And my brain will be there in your robot.
Yeah.
So this experiment is done by University of Maryland. I can send you the reference. So they're doing like how can I replace the human brain from
Thank you. Can you have your number, contact number?
From the human to the
You're creating an avatar 3. Yeah, that's called steel by wire in robotics. Steel by wire in robotics. Yeah. We'll see in future if anybody is willing to collaborate with our company. Would love to.
Yeah. Can I?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. Being an engineer, setting up a medical coding stuff, going through anatomy, physiology, pathology, and pharmacology.
Yes, sir.
I had tears of blood. It's just terrible to go through all that stuff.
Understand.
So these 4, adding engineering, mechanics, physics, computer science, electronics, and all that. How do you manage so much of this thing? As one person managing all the trends and everything, bringing it all together. Hats off to you.
Thank you, sir. I think that is the beauty of being a founder in India, where you have to wear multiple hats, but I'm not alone. There's a big team behind me, and this is a culmination of all their effort. It's a team effort, which I will say, and I'm just interplaying with multiple words.
You're being modest. You seem to be an expert in everything. You're not just letting others take the decisions. You're pretty much in control of everything that's happening. No detailed stuff of everything that's happening. A great founder to be, but managing all these things is a Herculean task. Must be sleeping very less time to the family and sleepless nights.
So one thing I can say is we've all surgeons, if we say, they always have a lot of ideas. Whenever you meet, go to some hospital, not as a patient, but catch hold of some doctors, tell them that what do you have any ideas? They'll give you so many ideas, because they all want to build great products, which the engineers are not actually building for them. There's this miscommunication happening. Eventually, it takes me to leave my specialty and then work like that. So it's a product built by surgeons for surgeons.
No, it's becoming extremely difficult for me to go and talk to the principal in Andhra Medical College to start an incubation center. I think they should. Probably people like you should come along and say, why don't you get into that stuff?
I would love to. If you give me an opportunity, sir, I'll definitely.
No, we'd love you to lead it, because people like you will probably get them to change their mindset.
Yeah, I think I have to give credit where it is due. Partly my hospital that has been supporting us, and in Hyderabad there's a government ENT hospital where the moment I said I want to build robotics and this is what I've already done, that is when they started believing, okay, you want to do something, let us support you. So that is one reason where the hospital authorities have to support. Second is Mazumdar Shah Medical Foundation in Bangalore, Narayana Hrudayalaya Hospital. They have a hospital-based incubator, where the moment you have an idea, you are a startup, and you want to build this medical technology, they will bring the doctors and surgeons for you. Yeah, that is.
So before you leave tonight, please talk to him and we'll sign an MOU and get started with AU. Ahab over here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So we are.
Very honored.
He also moves that fast, so might as well just finish it off right here.
We go to AMC.
Harshita is waiting.
You're right. There's so many doctors with so many ideas but do not know how to take it forward. Yes. Tons of money.
Money will come, sir. India will work, my son.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely. I put all my savings. India, we have plenty of talent. You don't know them by face, but we actually build a lot of contract works for several American companies. Yeah. Give opportunity, multiple 10 times Superman will more come, sir.
Great job.
Thank you.
Building on question that sir asked, you're using cameras for gesture control, right? How would you account for the error in which estimating your depth or anything can be? You have some amount of error.
There are many different types of errors.
Okay, your depth estimation.
Depth estimation errors.
You're taking it in 3 dimensions, right?
Yeah.
So there can be like small errors, but surgeons have to be extremely precise.
Yeah, for before we actually go to practice, as part of technology, what everyone has to do is build something called test bench. Test bench. Test bench is, you have to create a test bench where whatever technology you are building, it should be tested on this particular test bench. So we calibrate the test bench. There is something in image processing where you have to calibrate the camera, calibrate the distortion of the image, number one. The type of camera, type of lens that is being used. Second is you have to do real world analysis. You have to hold QR code markers of specific dimensions, like 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters, and check whether the same thing is being captured in the software also or not. Second, the hand pose estimation that is being done. And there's something called pointers, markers, so many things are there. References. Basically, what you try to create is you create a reference system that is exactly accurate, and then you try to meet that reference system. That is how you try to meet accuracy. Yeah, first simulation, complete in simulation, and then you try to real world you go like that. So you have to first create a test bench. Test bench is physical and as well as simulation. There are several types of simulations available. One is ANSYS. The second is in NVIDIA Omniverse is there. Third is in Movit Studio, Gazebo is there for robotics. Fourth for Unity 3D is there, another software for simulation and all the augmented reality based. Many softwares are there nowadays. It's easy. Go to YouTube, type, it will come.
That's it.
Okay. Thank you so much.
And I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each startup for sharing their visionary ideas and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. I have no doubt that all of you will continue to make significant strides in your respective fields.